The final days of 1999 were filled with excitement across America. Streets were glowing with colorful lights, giant billboards flashed Happy New Year 2000, and millions of people prepared to welcome a new millennium. In Times Square, huge crowds gathered beneath bright neon lights, waiting for the famous ball drop. Everyone believed the year 2000 would mark the beginning of a better future. But far away from the celebrations, inside a small motel room in Canada, Ahmed Rassam sat alone in silence. Spread across the table were maps, chemical containers, wires, and small timers. Outside, snow covered the streets. But inside the room, sweat rolled down his face. He was preparing for something terrifying. Late that night, Ahmed loaded the materials into the trunk of an old blue car and started driving toward the United States border. The highway was nearly empty, surrounded by darkness and freezing wind. His hands tightened around the steering wheel as he kept checking the rearview mirror. The inspection started normally. Officers searched bags and clothing, but then one officer discovered unusual wires hidden beneath luggage in the trunk. Seconds later, they found chemicals, timers, and explosive materials carefully concealed inside containers. The officer's expression changed instantly. Backup units were called immediately, and sirens echoed across the border station. Ahmed suddenly panicked and tried to run, slipping on the icy ground before officers tackled him to the snow. Within moments, he was handcuffed and surrounded by armed agents. The inspection started normally. Officers searched bags and clothing, but then one officer discovered unusual wires hidden beneath luggage in the trunk. Seconds later, they found chemicals, timers, and explosive materials carefully concealed inside containers. The officer's expression changed instantly. Backup units were called immediately, and sirens echoed across the border station. Ahmed suddenly panicked and tried to run, slipping on the icy ground before officers tackled him to the snow. Within moments, he was handcuffed and surrounded by armed agents.
The FBI launched an intense investigation. Agents discovered that Ahmed had traveled through multiple countries using false identities and had received training in explosives. Investigators searched hotel rooms, documents, and phone records, uncovering connections to larger extremist networks. Television stations interrupted normal programming to report updates about the Millennium Plot. Airports increased security overnight. Armed officers patrolled terminals, and nervous travelers watched every suspicious movement around them. Fear slowly replaced the excitement of the new year.
During long interrogations, Ahmed initially remained silent, but after days of questioning, he eventually admitted parts of the plan. He revealed that the attack was intended to strike America at the very start of the new millennium, creating panic around the world. Investigators realized how close the country had come to disaster. Many later said that if the border officer had ignored his instincts for even a few minutes, hundreds of innocent people might have died.
The failed attack changed America forever. Security systems at airports and border crossings became far stricter after the incident. Intelligence agencies expanded surveillance operations, fearing more attacks could follow in the future. The snowy night at the border became remembered as one of the most important moments in preventing a tragedy before it happened. While millions celebrated the arrival of the year 2000 with fireworks and music, very few realized how close the nation had come to catastrophe. One officer's suspicion, one routine inspection, and a few critical minutes had stopped a disaster that could have changed history forever.